Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I'm going to be doing a slightly different type of video today, and I'm kind of setting myself this as a bit of a challenge, and yeah, I can't do it all in one go just because it's quite a big task, but I'm going to do my very best to do it with you guys. So what I'm trying to do is like a visual depiction of how diverse my shelves are, and I'm going to do race and I'm going to do gender. So I thought that'd be good fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my non-fiction shelves, which are that bookshelf there, and then just up the top here there's some more. So what I'm going to do is go through my non-fiction, and I'm going to turn backwards the books that are by white authors and then male authors, and I'm going to show you what my books look like with just women and POC facing forward. And I wanted to do, part of this is around it being Black History Month, and I'm going to do some reading for Blackathon this year, and also the FF Readathon, so from female relationships in books this month. But I don't have enough on my TBR because my TBR is so small to make up a whole month of just those two things. So I bought a few books, but I can't buy loads because saving for weddings. So yeah, I thought this could be a good way kind of over this month to try and capture the diversity of my bookshelves at the moment. And I think it's going to be pretty bad, if I'm honest, partly because I have only really recently in my reading life started trying to read more diversely in terms of since I've been on BookTube, so probably the last like 3 years. But these are all of the books from all of my life, so we'll see. I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. So thank you for joining me for non-fiction. I'll move down to fiction and children's and all of that sort of stuff next week, I hope. That's my aim. So let's get started. So these are my shelves here. So I have basically like almost a full bookshelf here, and then as I said up at the top I've got another one here. So I'm going to start with just gender, so let's do gender first. Okay, so this is my gender mix for girls. The girls are pointing out, the women are pointing out, and the men are turned back. So it's kind of hard to tell where the split is, or it is for me. So it's kind of hard to tell where the split is, or at least it was for me. So I counted them up as well, and we're pretty much 50-50. I have 90 books by women on my non-fiction shelves and 82 books by men. So that's pretty much split in half. So I'm going to go through and do PSC now. Okay, and here is white versus people of colour. So this one really jumps out, which I did kind of expect. So I've counted them up, and there are 35 books on my non-fiction shelves written by people of colour and 137 written by white authors. Okay, so that was my non-fiction diversity check. I'm going to carry on downstairs with fiction next week. I'm going to have to break that into parts because I have a lot more fiction than I do non-fiction, but I think it's a really good exercise to do. I'm doing this, as I mentioned, because it's Black History Month, and also because when I was looking through my video ideas that people had wanted me to make, one of the things people said was, oh, show all your diverse books, you read so diversely. And I was kind of like, I don't think I do, especially in terms of race, and I think I've shown that in my stats. And I just kind of wanted to show where I'm at now, even with me trying to do better. And I think I want to do this to try and motivate myself to do better this year throughout the year. So normally it's something that I tend to do better at in the first half of the year, and then toward the end of the year I stop doing so well at that. So I'm going to try and just challenge myself to keep being aware of what I'm reading for longer than maybe I am normally. So that is my aim. Hopefully the cat is just sitting down here, that's why I'm staring down at the floor. Here she is. Here she is. You come up, Fuzz. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this through all of my books, and I'll have a whole total at the end, which I think will be really interesting. And thank you guys for watching. Leave me any recommendations down below for any people of colour who write really amazing non-fiction that you think I should check out. I'd be really interested in reading more. Alongside trying to read more PSC this year, I'm also trying to read more non-fiction, so all and any recommendations would be really gratefully received. I'll see you guys soon in another video. Look after yourselves until then. Bye!